What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Raptor Spiritus. I know it's been a while since I've been here. I've had a lot of personal things going on, but today I will say with utmost love and happiness that it is my birthday today. So I decided to bring you guys just a little bit of content. I'm pretty sure you guys already seen the Star Citizen live, but I haven't seen it. As I said, I've been busy with other things. So I'm going to look at it with you guys and just kind of give my thoughts on it as we go along. So hopefully this video is not super long. I do believe it's only 8 minutes, so just bear with me and we're gonna get right into it.
Hey everyone, I'm an NPC called Jared. You're the player character called Nigel Thickness. Let's jump inside Star Citizen and take a quick look at some of what's coming in next week's release of Alpha 4.7. Let's go. Now, the big headline feature in Alpha 4.7 is our new operation, Breaker Stations, also referred to as the artist formerly known as Rockcracker. Currently in testing on the PTU, Breaker Stations invite you to visit these derelict stations, find your way inside, restore operational control in whatever manner you can, clear out some baddies, because there's always some baddies, and then attain your reward, which in this case is a bunch of cool minerals you have to fly inside an asteroid to retrieve. It's the next major content drop for Star Citizen this year, looking to build upon the work from previous operations like Stormbreaker, Onyx Facilities, and Welcome to Nyx, complete with optional paths to success and greater rewards for those who unlock all of its secrets.
So just pause it here for like a second. So a couple of things about this new mission. I'm actually quite excited about it. There's just a couple of things. So I did hear one complaint from the community that now mind you, these missions are supposed to be exclusive rights for a player. Whenever a player gets it, they pay for the right to get to go there and do whatever. So there's not supposed to be anyone else there besides the NPCs, but there are other players that are literally hanging out at these places or leaving some spawning ship or something there so they can spawn back, stay there, and whenever the new player comes with the mission, then they're getting ambushed by other players. This is absolute bullshit. Like, this is not a grieving moment. This is not a moment to be like that. This is supposed to be for people who, want to do a mission. This is why they're doing instancy, because of shit like that. So, regardless of what you believe or what you like, my opinion, Raptor's opinion, is that when people are sticking around in a mission place like that, which doesn't make themselves apparent until later, or until that person gets that mission, and they're just literally waiting for a player to get there and then kill them and take their mission. This is not allowing people to enjoy the game. So I'm gonna make that point. That's my opinion. Everybody's got theirs. As always, you're more than free to share yours. But I think this is kind of a not okay move for people to do, because again, these are supposed to be missions that people and their team's supposed to be able to go and try to do different levels of this mission to do. So, and what I mean by that is, that's the other thing. The multi option outcome is like you can do it with, like, there's like a basic level tier that'll get you a certain amount of stuff. There's another tier that'll get you more things, and there's like the best, which will give you like all the good stuff. So I do like that they're giving people options whether they want to really grind and work hard to get the higher tiers, which obviously means they're going to be there a lot longer, or they want to kind of just get in and get out type things. Will yield them a little bit of good stuff, but just not get as much as they would do like all the mining capacitors and the focus lenses to get the big good prize. So I like that. I'm digging it, but I just wanted to make that little note for the little comment about the people sticking around. Hopefully CIG fix that to where people cannot hang out like that. I don't know what they have to do, but they need to do something because that's stupid that people do that.
But these breaker stations also come with a unique twist. There are exclusive and contested versions available to all players. The exclusive options will make it easier for dedicated groups of players to tackle the content on their own without too much interference from the universe as a whole. While
Okay, so it's cool that I just saw this. So this is about what I just said. So basically, they've made it to where there's a contract that should be only for the groups to play without interference, and then there's the ones that are cheaper that you probably will have a group still hanging out there that you could probably run into and get into a scuff with. But either way, we're about to find out. So I'm pretty that's a good solution.
contested locations will provide a more rambunctious adventure for people who like a little more chaos in their lives.
Nah,
In either
y'all
case,
keep that.
bring backup. Now, additionally, there are even more locations without the rock to crack, dedicated to a variety of sandbox missions that will be unlocking a few weeks after release.
That's
So
cool.
altogether, these breaker stations represent an exciting progression in location scale, combined arms combat, industrial opportunities, the ongoing conversation about PvE, PvP, and PvPvE, and just in general, everyone coming together to either help or hinder one another, depending on which contract and what experience you choose.
All personnel be advised, mining laser sequence activated.
That's not all 4.7 has to offer. The long-fabled inventory improvements are upon us, providing the next evolution of Star Citizen's interface for indexing, interacting, and evoking all the irregular items you intersect with throughout the universe. With new functionalities that affect everything from stacking to displaying inherent quality, and a spiffy new look that should cut down on time looking for the right stuff, it's a major quality of life improvement for the verse that will not just continue to improve beyond 4.7, but set up the foundation for other new features along the way. And one of those other new features include the first iteration of crafting, the next major step forward in allowing citizens to
Okay, so hold up. So quality of life improvement. I love the new inventory. I think it's cool. CIG, I need you to hear me when I'm saying this, like on the real tip. Suit lockers. Suit lockers are the update life improvement that we need. Suit lockers, right? Interchangeable suit lockers. If I'm wearing regular clothes and I have my armor in a suit locker, I go and swap suit lockers. Okay? I'm pretty sure you're waiting on Starware possibly to do that. I don't know, but I'm suit lockers. Suit lockers. Please. Suit lockers.
shape and conform the universe as they see fit.
I haven't used this
What
yet,
starts with customizing an
but I'm
FPS
pretty
item
excited
to
about it.
handle and perform the way you'd like is the beginning of a journey throughout this year that will bolster the agency and combine the efforts of all players throughout every aspect of Star Citizen's gameplay. Whether you're the miner who collects raw materials, or the salvager collecting unique components,
Heck yeah.
the refinement specialist producing the highest grade commodities, or the long-haul trucker delivering everything to where it's needed most. The mercenary who hunts for the latest and rarest blueprints, or the combat specialist who serves as both client and protector, the crafting journey that begins here with Alpha 4.7 is an essential element to realizing the living, breathing, interactive universe that we've been building towards, and is one of the most exciting additions to the universe this year. And of course, as with every new system, there's going to be a host of changes along the way. So be sure you check out the new crafting guide that releases alongside Alpha 4.7 for all the latest info.
Heck
Now,
yeah.
of course, at the beating heart of Star Citizen is its spaceships. And Alpha 4.7
Yes.
is bringing with it a host of changes and improvements to spaceship gameplay as development pushes towards the eagerly awaited tactical strike groups this spring. And that starts with the next iteration of shield and armor updates. For shields, this means changes to overall health and the effectiveness of energy weapons. For armor, this includes adjusting the minimum damage requirements to make it harder for smaller projectiles to penetrate, as well as creating an evolving progression of what types of weapons to use when in select situations. There's changes to radar and detection systems, where the type of equipment you have and the power assigned to both now directly affect the range things like aim pips and ESP come into play. Updates to missile explosions that mean the explosion radius of external hits become more focused and should no longer damage internal components without first breaching an opening. As well as a pass on many of the doors, ramps, and lifts in ships to improve their durability, because we're about to give people a much bigger reason to target them from now on. And of course, if you've been on PTU the last few weeks, you've already seen how much these values have fluctuated. That's all part of the process of taking advantage of the testing at scale that you provide us. Now, as with all balance-related feature changes, these will continue to be tested and adjusted on PTU after this is aired, and even beyond our live release. So be sure you check out the patch notes for the latest details, and keep the feedback on Spectrum and Issue Council coming. Also in 4.7, there's new facts.
I have to say that I am looking forward to this armor bit. I want this badly. I love it. I love anything with a little hood over the helmet. I love this look. It is so freaking cool. I need it. Show it again. We're gonna show it again. Like that looks so freaking cool. I need it. I think I saw Infinity, one of the YouTubers for Star Citizen. He has on one of his character. I guess he got the mask from somewhere. But I would love to find this armor set. This is so cool. I love it.
Also in 4.7, there's new factions to encounter, new space stations to explore, new armors to be acquired.
I still don't really feel great about those. Heavy armors, not a fan.
And hey, don't forget, the story of Alpha 4.7 doesn't end with its intended release next week. That's because there are still several point patch content drops between now and Alpha 4.8 in May, including Alpha 4.7.
Point 1. He means 471.
Which is about 2 weeks after that, with the newly redesigned Hull B, which we'll reveal in about 2 weeks. Oh, the Grey Cat UTV, which we can.
So I'm also excited about this one. I liked the STV, but I'm definitely looking forward to this one right here. I think I will. Well, I don't think I know I'm gonna get this one. I'm a fan of it. I love the way it looks. So I'm definitely going to be getting this particular vehicle. So I'm excited for it. I can't wait for it to drop. It says work in progress Alpha 4.71, so it'll come out 2 weeks after the patch drops. So I'm looking forward to it. I like it.
Show you now. Yay! Hey, little guy. The Captains of Industry promotion, which sees the return of many cargo, mine.
And if you guys notice, right, you can't see it on the screen. Let me see if I can move this over just a little bit. There it is, the UTV. I like how they included it right there. So there's that amongst that little thing. That's pretty neat.
Salvage vehicles and more. And then in 472, about 2 weeks after that, that's where Nyx expands once again with a whole host of new missions, including the return of courier and delivery assignments.
So on a side note, I'm gonna try to post something to where you can see, but if you are in the PTU and you go to the star map, Nyx 1, 2, and 3 are on the star map. Now I tried to get close enough to where I could see it, but I couldn't get there. I didn't see anything. I tried to go close to the planet, but I didn't really see anything. So because you can't directly quantum to it, but just like with the wormhole gateways, whenever they introduced Pyro, and they had Pyro, Magnus, and Terra, people were like on these long journeys, like in nav mode, flying towards these things, trying to get there to see them, and of course people made it somehow. But so I'm almost wondering if, like, really, because it's on the star map, so maybe they're there, they just can't see them, or it's hard to get to them, whatever. But Yeah, if you look on your star map, you'll see them there.
Bombing runs, and those delightful destroy item engagements as they all come into play using the rockless breaker stations that we talked about before. Altogether, the Alpha 4.7 era will deliver new content about every 2 weeks between now and 4.8, which is another way the development team is working to ensure that there's always something new for as many Star citizens as possible. And before we go, there's one more thing that we can show you coming to Alpha 4.7 next week.
Here,
Yeah, but we can
I know
only
you
do
guys
it
seen it,
super
but
quickly
here we go.
because we're jerks.
So there it is. So it's right there, kind of in the corner. But yeah, that's apparently people think it's the new Aurora Mark II. Uh, we'll see how it goes. We've seen from pictures of the interior. There's only one circular door. It looks like on one side because the Auroras have both, but it seems like there's only one now. It's pretty different. So that's another something to look forward to. I'm unfortunately not really excited about that one. So, but we'll have to see when it comes out. Might change my mind. The whole B, I'm super excited about. So I'll be counting down them 2 weeks after the patch drops next week. So we'll see what happens. But that's pretty much it, guys. Uh, Again, sorry for taking so long to post something. It's just this period has been a little bit on the slow side. Not a huge amount of content to really share, at least for me. But the patch is gonna drop next week. Looking forward to it. I'll definitely post more. So let me know what you guys thought about the little Star Citizen Live. Who's excited for the whole B and who's gonna get it? Like I said, I probably am gonna get it just because I really love that size. It's like the sweet spot for hauling. But the new Aurora, I'm not a fan of. Maybe you guys are. I know one of my org mates, Wolf, is a huge fan of the Aurora. He hopes that the wings will expand out like the X-wing. You like my little X-wing there? Bam, like the X-wing. So he's really excited for that. I'm not too excited about it. And then of course the UTV, I'm definitely getting it. I like those little vehicles that can fit in a lot of vehicles that don't have like enough space for big vehicles. Something's better than nothing. In reality, when you think about being out there in space and a lot of places in the vehicles that you use, not all vehicles are made to have a full-size vehicle. Sometimes you need something compact, and really that UTV is plenty good. So I'm looking forward to it. So as always, it's your boy Raptor Spiritus. You guys stay safe out there, and I will see you in the verse.